Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to Notes of Nara. My name is Nadja Rashida, and may this message find you well and whole. So this is going to be a car talk because it's fresh in my mind and my heart, and I just wanted to share before it loses its essence. All right, so today's topic, unworthiness. For the empaths out there, when hope overrides logic. When hope overrides logic. Sometimes, especially in the nature of love and romance and meeting someone new or moving to a place that's brand new, that's a perfect example too. We get overhyped, we get overexcited, we overdo it, okay? Empaths tend to really overdo it sometimes. And we kind of shut off or completely ignore our intuitive buttons, our intuitive inner knowing, our intuitive voice, right? Our psychic abilities, our gifts, our spiritual gifts, and we just shut that stuff off like it never existed. And we get swept away by the magic of the presence, of what's luring our attention, what's luring our energy, what's luring our focus. And we just also, we shut off logic too. We shut that off. Yeah, we do. I do. And I know if you're honest with yourself, you do as well. Or did, right? It's all about awareness, because once you become aware of a weak spot that you have within your character or within your mindset or within your value system, belief system, you can begin to implement practices that will bring you back into alignment of where you're meant to be. And so a lot of the time, our hope overrides the logic, rationality, reason, the mental faculties, if you will, that we are born with that help keep things balanced. Because a lot of the time we hang on to hope. We get hooked on hopium. Yeah, I said it, hope and opium, because opium is a type of the chemical in that plant is highly addictive. And, we tend to hope and attach ourselves to certain outcomes that we build within our mind frame, and it takes over. It becomes a very imbalanced thing. And then, our heart gets broken. Our expectations are not met. And then we are what? Disappointed. We're disappointed in something external or disappointed within ourselves, at ourselves, because we shut off our magic. We shut off our internal compass that naturally gives us direction. It keeps us from saying yes at the wrong moments and no at the wrong moments. It allows us to just stop, pause, and reset, And so this video won't be too long. It's just a very kind reminder, okay, that addiction comes in many, 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 many different ways, not just substances, not just the alcohol and the drugs, but when the heart is unhealed, when the heart, and you're unaware of the heart, your own heart's wounding, you tend to attach yourself to things that can cause you harm in the long run. But also, the only outcome from certain experiences where you're addicted to hope is just a very powerful lesson. And when you let go of hopium, right, you begin to withdraw, right? You're like, oh, but still there may be an opening, there may be a chance, there may be, and you become more and more present with the wound that needs your attention inside. That longing, that external longing for something to come to fruition, to come to conclusion, to come to just to come to you. That longing is actually an inner part of yourself screaming for attention. And you're like, where is that noise coming from? And it's coming from you. It's coming from your soul. Your soul is telling you, and not so lightly and not so gently, pay attention. But what do? We tend to look outside of ourselves, yet again. And the experiences that we attract to ourselves only, from a wounded space, this longing comes from. It only leads us back to ourselves to then become integrated and become whole and complete, and to let go of the illusions that block us from realizing our own wholeness, our own completion, because I think we are born whole, we die whole. It is just what dictates this perception is how we choose to perceive what goes around us, what's happening around us, and what's going on from within. And so I hope that was very clear for you all, and coherent enough. I heard this phrase today, like hope overrides logic. And the logical part of our mind, though, the rationality, the reason, is very, 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 very important. It truly is. It's almost this masculine energy. We have the feminine and the masculine, and we have to go between both, in the appropriate times, when the feminine masculine energies that we have within ourselves are balanced and they're in alignment. One doesn't operate without the other. It's just all one, working in sync. And a lot of the time, hope is just, it's like this longing, but without sustenance, without anchor, without groundedness, and that's chaotic. And yes, hope has a place. Of course it does. Hope definitely has a place and a space. Okay, but we must be mindful and heartful of how we use it, and when it calls. Is it really hope, or is it something that is incomplete, a journey within that is incomplete within ourselves? So yes, thank you so much for tuning in, and again, may this message find you well and whole. Thank you. Goodbye.